Good morning, Facebook. Clay Sherwood coming to you from Swims and Sweeps in lovely downtown Topeka, Kansas. Hey, I'm here to talk to you about opening the swimming pool. Of course, it was 20 degrees this morning. It's April 7th. Oh my, what is going on out here? It is cold, but hey, we're going to open those pools coming up pretty soon. Now, when you're opening your pool, the first question you have is what is the best chemical for me? Swims and Sweeps has several different chemical options for you. The one we're going to talk about today, though, is going to be BAQUACIL. BAQUACIL is a great product for a swimming pool. As you can see, as I'm walking down the mountain of BAQUACIL here at Swims and Sweeps, we have plenty to take care of you. Now, BAQUACIL, what is BAQUACIL? BAQUACIL is a chlorine-free product. We use a biguanite, we use a hydrogen peroxide oxidizer, and we use an algicide preventative. These three products are what you need to sanitize, oxidize, and help maintain your pool. Now, of course, like any other product on the market, you're going to have balancers. You're going to have your pH up, your pH down, your alkalinity increaser, your calcium hardness. There's clarifiers and flocculants that you can use in a BAQUACIL pool. Now, BAQUACIL is very easy to use. This is 1 per 10,000 gallons of water. This is 1 per 10,000 gallons of water. And this is only an ounce per 5,000 gallons of water. So every week, you add a little bit of each one of these products to your pool, and you're going to be able to sanitize your swimming pool. That is easy to do, easy to maintain, and it's easy on your eyes, it's easy on your liners, it's easy on your swimsuits. There's no bleaching that goes on with this. Now, like every product that's out there on the market, there is certain rules that you have to follow in order to maintain your pool. BAQUACIL's no different. You've got to add those dosages every week. If you don't, you fall behind on sanitizer, your pool's going to start looking maybe just a little bit cloudy. If you don't oxidize it at least once a month, or in our case, what we do is treat it every week. So with that weekly dosage of hydrogen peroxide, we're going to take and oxidize any of that extra swimmer's waste. Now, the algicide, it is a preventative. A lot of people don't understand algicides in the marketplace. There's only a few true algae killers on the marketplace. Most of those are metallic. These here are preventatives. And what they do is they help these two products do their job better. So, by making the water wetter. What? How do you make water wetter? Have you guys ever been out on the pond and you see those bugs running across the top of the water? We call them water striders. Have you ever seen the little bugs come up from the bottom and take a gulp of air and go back down? Maybe you've seen them in your swimming pool. Well, that's not good. So, with this added to the pool, it actually takes away the retention in water. That's what those bugs are living in. The retention around them or underneath of them is what keeps them afloat. So when you add a wetting agent to your water, it makes the water wetter. The water strider sucks up, he sinks to the bottom. The little guy that darts up from the bottom of your pool and takes a gulp of air, he can't get a gulp of air. He's gone. So it is very important to maintain that algicide in your pool. Now, the oxidizer, why do we need oxidizer? Well, over a period of time with the sanitizer, you're going to raise a level up. It takes a while for it to fall back down, and then you replenish that level. Well, during that time of swimming, the sanitizer becomes overwhelmed. So oxidizer gets added to the pool, and it helps kill all of that extra swimmer's waste. The body oils, the suntan lotions, the we don't want to talk about that come out of people. You know, these are things that you want to maintain and kill. So The oxidizer will take care of that. The sanitizer, if you have a pool, you could take this sanitizer and only have to add it every other week. You could only have to add this once a month and this weekly if you want to do that type of routine. Now, like I said earlier, we set everybody up to where you add a little, and a little once a week. There's no guessing. There's really not even really any testing to it. If you maintain that, you will have the sanitizer, oxidizer, and algicide that you need to maintain that pool. So now the sanitizer, when we first get you going, we raise it up to 50 parts per million. Chlorine, we only raise up to 3-4 parts per million. Now chlorine will drop down real quick. The sanitizer here takes 2 weeks for it to drop down to 30 parts per million, then you replenish it. Or if it drops down in a week, you replenish it with half of that dosage. And that maintains that pool for you all of the time. Now I have hundreds and hundreds of pools that are on BAQUACIL. Most of them are above ground pools. So for the above ground pool market, this is the easiest, most viable way to treat your pool. Now everybody out there is probably going, well, I use chlorine. That's fine. I have chlorine and I really don't mind if you use chlorine. And next week we're going to go over chlorine and the different products that they have to help you maintain your pool. But right now we're talking about this. So why chlorine free? Some of you out there may have children or yourselves or people that are allergic to chlorine. Well, if you are, this is the answer. Now, some people will go, well, what about salt? I'll put my pool on salt. Salt, you're just generating chlorine. So it's not your pool is a salt pool. Your pool is a chlorine pool if you're on salt. So back to chlorine-free products. These are very soft. Like I mentioned earlier, they're going to be easy on your swimsuits. They're going to be easy on your eyes, and they're going to be easy on your pool liners. And swimming pool liners are something that you definitely have to worry about. So the less amount of abuse that you put on a liner, like with chlorine or salt, the longer your liner will last. Now with hundreds and hundreds of people on there, we do all of the testing here. So at least once a week or every other week, we see most of our customers come in, and it's way back there in the corner, but I have 2 testing labs to test your pool water and keep you going. Now, why test that pool water? Well, we've already established that these products are real easy to use, 1, 2, 3, once a week. Well, you still have to watch your balancers. Water loves to eat at anything it can. So if your calcium hardness is off, we need to adjust that. If your alkalinity is low, your pH will constantly be low. If your alkalinity is high, your pH will constantly be high. So with pH and alkalinity, they go hand in hand. The problem is that when alkalinity is low and pH is low, the water becomes acidic. When it's acidic, it's going to eat your liner. It's going to eat every nut, bolt, plastic, hose, whatever it can to try to gain back what it's not balanced with. So we have all of the balancing products that you need back here to take care of you and your swimming pool. So come in, see us, we'll test out that water, we'll keep you going, we'll keep you clear. And here's the big key, for less money than what you can do on the internet. Because how many times have you been at the store looking at, hey, they got swimming pool chemicals. Well, my pool's kind of cloudy, but my pool's kind of green. I wonder which one I need. Well, at Swims and Sweeps, we know what you need. We know what it takes to help you. So don't go at the big mass stores and go, well, this one looks good, this one looks good. If you don't know the chemical makeup of that product and what it's going to take care of your pool that day, you're going to buy both of them. You spent twice as much money. You probably didn't need either one of them. It might have been something else very easy for you to take care of. But rely on the experts at Swims and Sweeps to help you with all of your chemical needs. Chlorine, BAQUACIL, salt, We're here to help you maintain that pool. And when we help you maintain that pool, you will save money. Watch that click to buy button. If you think you're buying something cheaper than what you can at Swims and Sweeps, there's a reason why. Because I am less than most of the internet products available out there. Plus, you get an expert like me. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Come back next week. We're going to talk about chlorine. We're going to talk about opening the pools. We're going to talk about the salt. And we're going to talk about what pool's good for you here coming up. So, hey, like us on Facebook. Follow us. Share us. If you got a friend with a pool, they need my expertise. You need to get a share to them. Hey, check us out on YouTube all the time, like always. And, of course, our website, swimsandsweeps.com. Thank you. We'll see you next week.